So I am so excited about this conversation. I don't know if you even had a chance to see what we're talking about because I scheduled it ahead of time. And usually when I do that, there's like an announcement post saying, given the title and all that good stuff. And I never saw it. So I don't know if you saw it or not. Okay. I got it. Okay. Just give me a second. I can never get both sides of my head the same. And when my hair was long, it was just long and didn't really matter. But when it's short, you think short's going to be easy, but it isn't. That's a lie. Okay. Anyway, so the title was like something like 5 steps to grow your online business, something of that nature. And I want to talk about the 5 things that I did that really catapulted my business from very small, small time to basically a fairly sizable online presence. And it has been significant. No, I'm not a 6-figure earner or anything like that. I hope to be someday, maybe, I don't know. But I do know that people perceive me a lot differently than they did if they thought of me at all. And I know that I've learned a lot, and I'm confident that I can teach you how to take your business into the digital world and make it look and feel professional and give you more confidence in that realm. So this would be for someone who has either resisted taking their business online, if you have something that you sell or a service you provide, or someone who has started but not really continued, or you're kind of lost, you're not sure what to do next, or maybe you've given it a whirl but you're kind of stuck, or you feel like maybe you want to go back and make sure that you've covered all your bases. But if you're already, you've got a YouTube channel and you've got thousands of followers and you're, on Queen's Court of Sales or, whatever your company has, then you probably are beyond this because this is pretty basic stuff. But at the end, I'm going to give you, I'm going to let you know about something really, really cool that's happening that I'm extremely excited about. And as per usual, I can't see comments. There's always an issue with that. But please ask questions, make comments, and I'll go back, at the end and respond. Okay, I'm excited. So on one hand, I haven't really prepared because I just wanted this to just be, from my heart. But on the other hand, I've been preparing for like 4 years because this is what I have been studying and learning and doing for the last 4 years. And so as I was walking today, that's my think time, I was just, trying to put on a timeline or just kind of map out, what changed for me, what were the steps, or what was the process. And I really was able to see fairly clearly the 5 big things that happened initially. There were more things that happened afterward, but I think if we can get you started on these 5 things, you'll feel really good about where you're headed. I'm Michelle Fox, by the way. I do tend to forget that. I'm an independent beauty consultant, and I also love to teach people how to run their business online more successfully. So the very first thing that I learned to do, actually, I didn't learn this first. I learned it probably fourth, but it should be first. So I'm telling you this first because I like to think that way. The first thing one should learn to do is to brand yourself. So if you're taking notes, Roman numeral 1, brand yourself. What that means is that when you finally see yourself as more than just a representative of your company, it is going to radically change your business. Am I hiding my business? Am I ashamed of my business? No and no. Okay. There are lots and lots of consultants in my field, millions actually. But I bring something unique to the table. My life experience, my skill set, my sense of humor, my compassion, my base of customers, the physical location where I am in Michigan on the lakeshore. There are things that I bring that are unique to me. And I tend to attract a certain type of customer. I sell to all ages, anyone. I don't, I have no bias, but I tend to find people that are in my age group and older. So I'm talking, middle age and beyond, okay? So I can start to ponder, how could I distinguish myself from all the millions of other consultants, as I want to be I'm in the beauty industry, I want to be your beauty consultant. And this is what I, Michelle Fox, have to offer. This is why you would want to be on board with me. And I don't want to say that to the billions of people on the planet. I want to say that to the niche that I am most likely to speak to. I am prepared to talk about what I do to anyone. But if I have a room full of women between the ages of 45 and 65, and I know that they all are subscribers to Glamour magazine, and I know that they all wash their face every day, I am much more likely to get a positive response from any promotion I do with those women than I am if I just had like a random, totally random group, all ages, all personalities, all interests, of 1,000 women. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't you rather have an opportunity to try to collect customers out of that specific group, that smaller group, because you could get all of them? Out of those, there might be one that already has somebody in your field. So the more you understand who you are and who you minister to, or who you want to reach, who you resonate with, who you connect with, you start to build your brand. It's not necessarily, your favorite color or your favorite font and that kind of thing. But as you start to think of these things, there will be such a thing as colors and fonts and logos and phrases that start to make sense. So for me, I was kind of over the whole pink thing, but I really loved like salmon and that range. And I had like a sort of a, what's that called when you go from light to dark in one color thing? Yeah, whatever that is. I hired someone to make me a brand board, is what it's called, using that spectrum, or I'm not sure. And so I kind of played with those colors. And he asked me, well, what font do you want? And oh my gosh, I hate making decisions. But I knew I wanted it to be feminine. I wanted it to be mature, but not stuffy, not like Elizabethan or Edwardian or anything like that. I wanted it to be somewhat fun and relatable. You see what I'm saying? And so you start to think about, who am I? Who am I reaching? What do I represent? What am I selling? What do I do? What is the service I provide? And as you start thinking that through, you will narrow down your options. If I run a funeral parlor, I'm not going to use like the kindergarten font. You know what I mean? It's like there are certain things that are appropriate and certain things that aren't. And so it's a combination of your tastes and also what represents, what you do and current trends. And so all of that you can investigate. Oh, there's so much out there, but you can just Google feminine brand board, and you will be astounded at all of your options, okay? Why do you want that? Well, because as I start to establish myself instead of, blank, blank, independent beauty consultant, like company name, independent beauty consultant, as I establish myself as Michelle Fox, your beauty consultant, if I also have a color scheme and a logo and maybe a motto, or even like a little picture or whatever, what's that called? I guess that's kind of part of your logo. If I had all of that packaged up that represented me, and you saw that, anything I did, if I had a YouTube video, that was on the end page. If I have a banner, you're going to see that in the corner. If I have printed material, that's going to be on the back. You know what I'm saying? It represents me. It represents who I am. I'm no longer using the company's logo. Okay? That solves a lot of problems. If you stop and think about it, a lot of the issues that we have when we try to promote ourselves, it has to do with the legal ramifications of using the company logo because of copyright issues and because legally we can't represent the company. We are not the company, we are independent. That is all solved when you become your own person, your own brand. So over time, things have changed. I've been doing this for a while. And so, I got sick of the salmon and, I kind of came around the bend and then I had a real kind of a sickening pink then I got over that. So, I've changed, but I'm starting to really hone in on what I like. And I'm starting to narrow down the fonts that I like and the slogans that I feel represent me. So also, as you're thinking of those types of things, throw out some words that mean something to you or that would represent you or your business. So if you are just really about honesty, if like you're a realtor and the thing that sets you apart is that you're known that you're like really, really frank, that you just tell it like it is. Or even that, like, Michelle Fox, I tell it like it is. You know what I mean? Something like that. You feel me? And so you are starting to create this buzz about you. And that's different than creating a buzz or trying to create a buzz or riding the tail of the buzz from your company. This matters in so many ways. And just to be brief, I will say when your people, your followers, your customers, your hangers on are loving your brand, you personally, if for some reason you should no longer be affiliated with that company or you add another means of income to your life, guess who's coming along with you? Because they were not there just because of company X. They were there because of you, your brand, who you are, okay? So the whole brand board thing, it's overwhelming in a way, but it can be tons of fun if you look at it that way. And that's going to help you start to figure out, about creating banners that coordinate so that if you've got a banner for a business page and your private group, wouldn't it be nice if they were similar to each other and did not have the company logo anymore, but had your brand logo or your brand colors, your brand font? Better yet, if it had a professional shot of you, the realtor pose, the arms crossed, where it's like a 3/4 body pose, all of that, you can be that person. Like you might feel like that, I'm not that professional. Guess what? As soon as you think you're that professional, you're that professional. They don't know any different. I'm telling you what, as soon as I started doing like live videos, everywhere I went, people were like, "You're doing really well in your business, aren't you? I saw you in a video." Like, what people see certain things and they associate that with success. And one of those things is a professional looking banner and a professional headshot. Okay? So the first thing is to start thinking about your personal brand, and that's a big one, okay? Like, that's a whole course in itself. But that's what I'm saying about that. Okay, Roman numeral 2. We're going to change up your personal Facebook wall. I'm talking the one that started it all, the one that is your maiden name and your married name, the one that has your high school friends and your mom and all of those people, that one. Okay, people call it your Facebook page, your Facebook wall, I don't know, I've heard different things, but I don't really actually know what it's officially called, but I think you all know what I'm talking about. Most of us have that set to private. And if you have small children, or if for some reason you are in a situation where you need to remain, you need your whereabouts to remain secret, then you need to keep that private. But anybody else that is now going to become a famous known brand, it's time to go public. This is why. You want to present yourself to the world and let them check out your personal life. Think of the celebrities that let you have a glimpse of their life and how much more you like them when they do that. So when you see somebody like, I don't know, Ben Affleck, or not him. There's somebody, this cutie pie, Ryan, what's his face? He's so cute. Anyway, just different people that show like their personal lives, like on Instagram, and they let you in. They're not so exclusive that they put a wall up, but they let you in. They're not so much on Facebook, but I'm trying to draw the connection. In the same way, if you let down the wall and let the whole public see your Facebook, your personal profile, it shows a softer side of you. It shows a more complete side of you. And it also makes you very approachable and likable, because we're trying to get them, again, attached to us personally and not just the product or the brand, the name brand, the national brand. We want them to love us and to trust us and to follow us. And so part of that package is saying, this is my life. And here's a good example as well. If you love Cocker Spaniels, you're going to really speak to people that love Cocker Spaniels. If you've got all girls, you're going to really speak to people that have a family of all girls. You know what I'm saying? So open up the doors and let people in. So your personal Facebook page should go from private to public. We're still on number 2. Make your personal Facebook page public, and just underneath that, some bullet points. You're going to also change your banner, and instead of having things like pictures of flowers or your dog or your last vacation, you're going to have something that represents your brand. It's not going to be a hard sell, but there's going to be something that shows who you are and what you do. So let's say on my business page, I talk more specifically about what I do, but on my personal wall, my banner might be more philosophical. I help women discover the beauty within, something like that. So it's like intriguing, but it's still like a teaser post where it's up there and people are like, I wonder what she does. And again, I'm going to have my professional headshot on there. Okay. So we're morphing. We're going from just throwing any old picture up there, us with the seatbelt across, to professional looking sharp, collected, like you had some thought behind it. You see what I mean? So still under that, you want to start friend requesting people on a regular basis instead of, when you just think of somebody out of the blue, like, oh my gosh, I should friend request so and so from high school. Make an effort, make that actually be part of your work day, where you go to where it says suggested friends and you friend request 5 to 10 people on the regular. I friend request anybody that has more than 20 people associated with me. Like when we have people in common, I figure whether I recognize that name or not, if we've got more than 20 people in common, we must have done something together at some point. So I'm going to go ahead and friend request them. And if they say no, they say no. If they say yes, maybe they can help me remember, how we met. But it's just a request. You're not bullying them into doing it. But this is a beautiful opportunity to broaden your audience, because this is a place where you can pretty much say or post anything. This is your forum. This is where you are expressing your opinion, sharing your life, telling your story. And the more people that hear that, the better. So you want to be bringing people in constantly. So when people friend request you, yes. And then I even will go to their page and look at their friends and see who we have in common. And I'll friend request those people, or not. Well, I guess if we have them in common, they've already been my friend, but I'll look through their friends and see like, oh, I know her too, and I'll friend request that person. So you want to broaden that base. So you're public, you're broadening that base, and you want to connect with that base. So pay attention to whose birthday it is. Send birthday greetings regularly, but meaningful. Say something more than just happy birthday. Say something a little, put a sentence in there. Happy birthday, loved seeing you last June. Can't wait for next summer, whatever. It's even better if you are the first one to send the birthday message. So on the top right, where it says birthdays, well, I guess it depends on what device you're on, but you can see today's birthdays, but then there's, you can click, there's a drop down or something. You can see upcoming birthdays. So even better is to wish a person happy birthday whose birthday is tomorrow. Or like if you did this like late in the evening, while you're watching TV or something, get that all ready to go and send it first thing in the morning. Be one of the first, because you know how it's so wonderful to get all those birthday greetings, but sometimes they fall through the cracks because you get so many and you don't always see all of them, or it takes a minute to see all of them. You want to make sure they see it. These are good ideas, aren't they? So you're broadening this base and you're connecting with them. You want every day as you're scrolling through Facebook, which we all do it, but now you want to really interact. You want to, like everything, if you scroll past it, take a second and like it. And if it made you think of something, comment on it. And if it made you laugh, then, tell them that it made you laugh. But the more you interact, the more they truly feel a connection with you. So it's somebody that you haven't seen since junior high, and you saw a picture of their granddaughter, and you say, oh my gosh, she looks just like my granddaughter. I just can't believe it. And you send a picture of your granddaughter, and then there's a back and forth. Guess what? You just reconnected with that person in a very real way. And it's not just to get a new customer. This is a life thing, okay? We are doing life together. So this is bigger than our business, but it is part of our business. And I think that that's the beauty of all of this, is when you see this progression, you'll see how not only is your business going to grow, but the relationships in your life are going to be richer overall, because you just become a better communicator. a better interactor. You become more aware of the fact that people need to socialize and that you need to, that's a give and take. So, okay, so that's Facebook, your personal wall. We got to move on. Yeah, holy cow, it's already 3:34. I better speed it up. Okay, the next thing is if you don't have a business page, you need to create a business page. This is different than a VIP group. I believe that you need a business page on Facebook if you own a business, if you run a business, if you are a business. There's lots of controversy or lots of thought behind that. But to me, a business page is set up completely different than a group or your personal wall. Completely. And there are different formats depending on your field. So even within business pages, you can set it up differently. So for me, I have it set up where you can see, you can shop my physical products, you can shop my digital products, you can see where I go live, you can actually save the link so that every time I go live, you get a notice. Anything that I think is really important for my business, I have front and center. There is like a 5-star rating right at the top. All of my social media links are listed at the top, which that, you have that with your personal stuff too. But the difference for me is on my personal wall, those are my personal accounts. On my business page, those are my business accounts. Yes, I have both. Yep, I do. So I'm not going to go into that because, again, that's a whole story unto itself. But do I think a business page is important? Yes, I do. It sets you up as a professional. Hear me tell you this. People can do searches on Facebook, and Facebook searches are becoming as popular. I mean, they're gaining popularity. So just like people do a Google search, they can search in the Facebook bar, name of your company and town. And if you have a business page that is about that company in that town, guess what? They could be directed to that business page, and you could get customers just by the fact that you have a business page. And that has definitely happened to me several times. So there's just so many reasons to have it. So just trust me that is, again, a public forum, and that you are exposed to the whole world. That you don't have to friend request people. I have, like 1,100 or 1,200 followers, but when I post, anyone can see it. When I do a live video, anyone can see it. I'm not saying everyone in the whole wide world sees it, but they could. So if something that I say or do or a hashtag that I use includes something that Joe Blow is interested in, it will be in Joe Blow's feed. And then all of a sudden he might choose to follow my business page. So there's just so many reasons. Okay. All right, quickly. Now we're on 4. You want to create a private group, a private VIP group from your business page. So you might already have a private group, a private VIP, a private customer group, but you probably made it from your personal page or your personal wall. That's not a horrible thing. It's, I wouldn't delete it or anything like that. But when you create a group from your business page, so number 4 is to create a private group from your business page. When you do that, there are tons of benefits and privileges of that. When you go live on your business page, you can simultaneously share it to that group. On your business page, you can feature your group. You can have your business page set up where when someone visits or joins or follows, that they automatically get an invitation to either look at or request to join your group. So it, again, is taking them from possibly like a friend on your personal wall to someone checking out your business to someone jumping into your VIP group. Do you see the progression? It's significant because in your VIP group, what's happening? Well, you're talking about promos and giveaways and products, and it's the real deal. That's where the deal is settled, right? That's where we actually do the bookings and the sales and the live videos, the demonstrations and all that. I just have so much in my head. Okay, so underneath that, I'm going to give you some bullet points here too. That private group is not about you, okay? It is not a place for you to showcase just products, and it's not a place for you to just say, I sell this and I sell this and I sell this, and I want you to book, I want you to join my team. That is boring as all get out, and it will turn people off so fast, okay? You want your group to be the most fun, vital, exciting place you know of on Facebook. You want people to want to get in there and see what's going on at least twice a day. And that is only going to happen through consistent effort on your part. You're going to have to study and learn how to make that happen, and then you're going to have to do it. But it's going to involve things like creating a culture. So some of the culture of my page, I have a monthly giveaway at the end of the month, the last Friday of the month, a Fry-yay giveaway. So we all talk about it all month long, and they have to comment and like things and, blah, 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 in order to get in the drawing. So I get a lot more interaction because people want to get in the drawing because I give away something really nice. Okay. So that happens. I've been doing something where every week I have sort of a theme. People love to give their opinions. They love polls. Any engagement post idea is great, but a running theme seems to grow like snowball for me. So one week I had like a this or that going every day, Monday through Friday. So Monday might be a picture of powder eyeshadow versus liquid eyeshadow. And then Tuesday might be mineral powder foundation versus liquid foundation or something, this or that. And then everybody's voting on their favorite, knowing that they get an entry in the drawing every time they vote. So, that's happening. I have a welcome video pinned to the top, not just a message, my face welcoming people when they come in to see my group. When I see, I've had 2 or 3 people that have joined, I make a post welcoming them and showing them around. I say, hey, we've got a Fry-yay video or Fry-yay drawing at the end of the month, and I explain what they have to do to get in there. I have birthday announcements. I do it one for the whole month. So, March 1st, I listed everybody that I know has a March birthday. So it's a pretty long list because I've got like 360 people in the group. And then I say, and if I've missed anybody, comment below, let us know your special day. For whatever reason, people really want people to know their birthday. So they will comment, when their birthday is. And then that gives me an opportunity to engage with them and talk with them more. Okay. Okay. I don't know what point I'm on, what bullet point, but also one of them is this, in your private group, you can screen people, so to speak. You can set it up where they have to answer questions in order to be approved, in order to get into the group. And you can use that to your advantage in so many ways. How did you hear about the group? How familiar are you with whatever? Or may I get your email, please, in case I have a promotion that I want to let you know about, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are in control. And so think of the things that benefit you most. Think of the information that benefits you most for these people. You follow me? So like, is it really important that you have their physical address or their phone number or their email or whatever it is? Put that in one of the questions. Is it really important that you know if they already are doing business with a different representative in your field? Put that in put that in there. Another good one is, why did you decide to join? Or what would you like to see discussed in our forum, or something like that. For me, I go live on Thursday nights talking about skincare and beauty. What beauty issue would you like me to discuss next? Okay. Why is that good? Because it gives me ideas. And I know if somebody said they want me to talk about that, I've got at least one person watching. But usually if somebody is requesting it, it's on the minds and hearts of people. Okay. It's a current thing. So that is really important. And as far as creating a group, oh my gosh, I have so much to teach you about that, because you can make a link that has the name of your group instead of the stupid link name that's like a bunch of letters and numbers that are all random. You can change the theme, like the color pattern of your group. So much can be done to, again, have this be in sync with your brand. Another thing I do, I offer a welcome gift. I have it in so many places, it's ridiculous. I have what's called a clickable banner. So in my banner that has, professional pictures and matches all my brand and all that, I have like a click here thing. And when they click it, it actually goes to the little blurb. Every picture, every banner, if you click it, there's a blurb, okay? So the thing that says click here, there's really no magic to it. It's just a picture that says click here. Are you with me? And when they click here, which is just clicking the banner, they see the blurb. And in the blurb, I say, provide the link, click here to claim your welcome gift. And that takes them to a Google form. We'll talk about that later. I know, information overload. Takes them to a Google form where they choose what they want as a gift, okay? And then I just keep it super simple. Would you like body care, skin care, makeup, something like that, real broad. And I also, put this down too. It is imperative. And I can't believe that I forget this sometimes, because it's like the whole reason that we exist. When someone joins your group, personally welcome them. Like, personally send them a private message through Messenger. I am so excited that you joined my group. And if you have no idea who this person is, then say something like, tell me more. How did you hear about us? How can I serve you? What would you like? Whatever you do, can I send you a catalog? Can I send you a sample? Make sure that you watch me tonight. I'm going live. Okay. Connect with them. Whoops, I almost knocked over my microphone. So you want to connect with them, okay? And when they so picture this. So somebody joins my group right away, then I'm going to send them a private message. And I might remind them that there's a video to watch. So they go back in the group, they watch the video. Then within probably a week, I'm going to have a welcome announcement mentioning their name. They're tagged in it. So they are for sure going to see that. So they're going to come back again. My people are trained that they then comment, hey, welcome, so glad you're here. So they've got people welcoming them. So they have a warm fuzzy, okay? And then I put them in the Friday drawing just because they joined the group. So they're tagged in that drawing. So they're pulled in again. And if they click the banner, they're going to get that freebie. So there are like all of these things, bringing them back. Because how many groups have you joined and then you totally forgot about it? I am in probably 85 groups. I'm not joking. Okay. And I probably actually interact in 5. Okay. So think about that. You want them in your group, but what good is it if they never, ever, ever visit your group? So that is super important. All right. We got to move on to the last one. The last one, and my favorite, the one that absolutely changed my life. Number 5 is go live. Go live. I know you're scared. I know it seems like a lot. I know that immediately you're thinking, I don't know technology. I don't have the lighting. I don't understand. I'm not like you, Michelle. I don't, I'm not a blabbermouth. I'm telling you, there are so many ways and means of going live. It can be short. You can use your phone. There are like a gajillion ideas for keeping it simple, simple, simple. But when you go live, it is almost a guarantee that the members of your group are going to see it. It is so much more likely that they're going to see that in their feed. And when they see your face, your little head talking, they're going to stop and listen. They will. They absolutely will. And the more you mess up, the more they'll love you. I promise you. Because you're real. Think about yourself. Yeah, it's fun to watch those gorgeous models that do the makeup and they just are drop dead beautiful, but you walk away kind of feeling like crap. But then when you see somebody that, drops her brush or, is like, oh, I was hoping that was going to turn out, but, I don't know if I like it or not. That person feels like your friend because she's normal. So you can be that person. You can just be yourself because that's your brand. Okay? You are your brand. That's what you're bringing to the table. And the more you show that, the more you showcase that, the more they make the connection. Oh, that's Michelle. She is really funny. She is really real. I like her. I want to be her friend. I want to follow her. I want to buy from her. I want to join her team. You know what I mean? It's a path. It's a path that they come down. So, okay. Like clapping for myself. So what is so exciting? What's happening? I'll wrap this up so it'll be 45-ish minutes. Okay. I'm putting together a gorgeous workbook and like a 5-day, I guess it's a webinar. I don't know. 5-day experience. And so Monday, we will talk about branding yourself. I'll have a live video early in the day. I will explain it at length. And then we will have a group where you can come back. It's only to people that are participating in this week-long experience. Ask questions. I will answer them. You can show me, hey, I'm thinking about this for my brand board. I'll say, love it, not so sure, whatever. I'll show you examples of my brand board. I can show you examples of logos, help you come up with ideas. I can tell you who I hired to do mine, blah, 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 blah. Then Tuesday we'll talk about changes on your personal Facebook page. And I will again tell you some, ideas of how to do it. I've actually got a really cool thing that I created, breaking down, reminding you, wish them a happy birthday, engage, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And then day 3, how to create your business page, what to make sure you have on there, the 5-star rating, etc. Day 4, creating the private group, but more importantly, creating the clickable banner, making the video that welcomes them, what kind of posts I'll even provide for you. These are examples of posts that I use, whether you're in my business realm or not. Things like, coffee or tea, that kind of stuff anybody can use. And then the last day, go live. I'm going to show you how to go live on your phone, how to go live on your laptop. Talk to you about lighting, talk to you about background, talk to you about positioning of the camera, all that stuff. Okay. So this, I will finally be able to really flesh out all of this stuff. So as you're taking notes for this, if you're going, I can't, I have so many questions, that would be what you would want to do. All right. So I'm putting it together. I'm so stoked. I think it will probably have to be late April. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know, because I want to make it really, really good. I just have started putting the workbook together. I don't know how fast I can work. But so comment if that's something that you're interested in. But so I will let you know as soon as possible. And if you're just curious to see like what my style is, I do have two other documents that are available for purchase. One is an online party tracker. And I think that that would be helpful no matter what type of business you're in. I created that because for digital parties, for Facebook parties, it's hard to keep track of all that information because you have so many people attending. And I found that I would just always be losing some key piece of information, or it was just too much. So I consolidated it so that all the truly relevant information you need is on one page. And then I also have basically an outline on how to do an online party, and it's called How to Hold the Perfect Online Party. And so the tracker is $2 and the outline is $4, and I'll post the link here if you want to look at that. So, okay, that is it for now. But please let me know if you're interested. I don't know what to call it. It's not really a webinar, is it? I don't know. There's probably a better word. So that is a wrap. I don't want to keep you any longer. 46 minutes, 20 seconds. That's all you need. Thanks for listening. Let me know your questions, your thoughts, and if you got anything out of this, okay? Thanks so much. Talk to you later. Bye.